Alright, this is the last of the factory videos.
Thank
Thank goodness.
Woohoo.
We've got a bit of a different lineup here, so if y'all would like to introduce yourselves, again in some cases.
I'm Kalon Zombie, you should know who I am by now.
I'm Random Ninja, I've been in every other side quest video.
I'm Jenner, I'm completely new and I have no idea what this game is.
Neither do the rest of us.
It's a JRPG, and right now you're watching a factory puzzle simulator.
It is the most J of JRPGs, let's put it that way.
It doesn't seem that J. I mean, I've seen J-er.
You haven't
Also,
seen
I
the actual
like
game.
a metal with a hard name. That's like any metal with a hard name. Like, how hard does this name have to be? Are we talking like...
Conductive liquimetal.
Well, I'm more talking like...
No, that's seriously it.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for killing my joke. I'm not even gonna try and force it anymore. We'll just be dejected over here.
Good.
Hey.
That's right. That'll show me. Super hard metal.
I don't know that a liquid metal is hard. It just seems...
Yeah, that does seem intuitive to hardness.
I don't know.
Hardness generally implies some solidity. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it did say that only the name was hard.
That's true. It's true.
That's
Maybe it's just
although-
like a
Although
liquid with...
conductive liquimetal doesn't seem that hard to me, but maybe that's
doesn't
just
sound like
because
that hard of a
I was
name.
almost a chemistry major at one point.
Really?
So I actually took an interest in reading the ingredients and bottles and drinks and such.
You could have a harder name. Even one that's difficult to pronounce, I would consider to be harder than that.
Yeah.
Prolifopropylene, or
Yeah,
stuff like
crap
that.
like that.
Those are pretty bad.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Stuff that makes you wonder exactly what it is you're putting in your mouth.
Or in your machine, as it were. So is there a way to, jam this thing? Could you explode this entire room?
Well, if something goes wrong, it farts a noise at you and says you did it wrong.
That's it? No
Yep.
horrible scientific catastrophe outcomes? No Chernobyl?
No,
No, it's
not
disappointing.
in this game.
Ugh. Missed opportunities.
Yeah.
Got
Such
a
a shame.
special cat commentary over here. Sorry if you guys hear that.
Cat commentary is the best
Hi,
commentary.
Merpal.
Eh.
Everyone, Jenner used to have a thread in Pet Island. She used to post pictures of cats. She doesn't anymore. Now I'm sad.
Fucking hell, I'll try and bump the thread if it hasn't gone necro, okay? Or if it hasn't gone gray. Though if it
Sure.
has, that's completely appropriate to the thread, considering it's a gray cat
So
thread.
yeah.
I'll put some fucking cat pics up in it tonight if it's not dead.
Yeah,
I
You know,
promise.
my
Awesome. Catfish.
downstairs neighbors have gotten a cat relatively recently, and it's kind of taken a liking to me,
Aw.
in the sense that it keeps coming up and shouting at me until I pick it up and pet it.
That's adorable.
Yeah, cats do that. They
Yeah,
want
and-
everyone to be theirs.
And I'm
all the
such a
time.
sucker, I always go for it.
As you should, because cats are adorable.
Which explains why she keeps doing it still, you know.
Do you have a limit on materials? Like, can you only have so long of a length of wire, or...
Well, there is a hard limit on how much wire can exist at one time in the factory, but it only really comes up when you see how you need 3 separate items
Yeah.
for the metal? Well, there's one item in the factory that needs 3 metals, and so that's 9 items just to put it together, and oh crap, look at that.
Uh-oh.
Well, I was about to say, you are kind of doing this really inefficiently. Just, there are points where
That's
it's
a recurring issue.
yeah, where you're being quite inefficient with your wire placement, and this in general, this is just a mess. No foreman alive would let you set up their shop at all.
Well, fortunately, nobody actually walks around in this environment, so there's no OSHA requirements.
It's all done by
Hilariously, that question has been asked in every single side quest video.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I should be following this thread that I'm now commentating only one time.
Nah, it's
on.
alright. It's alright. You don't need to know anything that's going on for these videos.
Yeah, nobody watches these things anyway.
Aw. Well, I hate following an LP while it's ongoing. because I want to see the stuff, and then they stop doing like their Revengeance thread right now. I just want to like watch all of it, and I can't because
The Revengeance thread is amazing. I love the newest boss
okay,
fight.
I think of all the Let's Play threads that need to be
The key thing is to show up only on Saturday after the new update is up, because otherwise you'll think that they keep updating the way it keeps the way the thread keeps moving. But nah, just show up every Saturday and then just ignore the thread otherwise. It'll be fine.
Yeah, because goddamn that place is a shithole most of the time. Most of Chip's threads.
Yeah, I was about to say, of all the Let's Players who need their threads bumped, I think Chip is probably one of the ones who don't. So, instead, we'll talk about other threads that need bumped, because why not? I don't know.
Well, there's that My Sims Agents, which is much better than what you would expect it to be.
That's true, that's true.
I hate the slice of life games.
It's not a slice of life game.
You guys should watch the Lunar LPs. There, I've done my civic duty of bumping the Lunar LPs. Do it. Go there. Watch them both.
You should do a Lunar LP because you love Lunar.
But seriously, the My Sims thread, or the My Sims game is not slice of life.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, it's actually just about agents.
We're at this point now.
It's a casual solving crimes game.
So it's like
It's
Professor
actually pretty
Layton.
adorable.
And
Oh,
it is surprisingly intelligent for being what it is. And it is being run very well.
I'll have to take a look. The Shadow of the Colossus thread is making me really mad because the people who are running it, no offense to those people who are running it, have no idea what they're doing and are really bad at force controls.
Force controls?
The horse
horse.
controls.
Oh, horse controls.
And they hate the horse and they shouldn't. I'm just gonna be butthurt about that. You
the
heard
horse
me,
is
guys.
the best character.
The horse is the best character.
Well, that's only because the main character is kind of insufferable.
He doesn't even say anything. How can
He
he be
doesn't.
insufferable?
Exactly, that's why it's so insufferable.
I feel
You're
that
the
auditory,
weirdest.
like protagonists that you can hear are just more insufferable than ones that say nothing.
No, okay, maybe the only protagonist you've ever heard speak is Titus or Titus, however fucking you pronounce
Titus.
his name. And Titus, I've always said Titus, but
According to Dissidia, it's Titus.
yeah, it's Titus.
But according to
Well, that just adds to the annoyance of his character, so let's ignore that.
it's also Zidane.
Zidane?
Yeah, no, fuck that, it's
Yes,
Zidane.
it's Zidane.
And also, I mean, to be honest, his name isn't Titus or Titus, it's Fetch Me a Beer, because jacked.
Plus, in any case, the people who came up with it speak a different language, which has, in fact, entirely different pronunciations.
I'm still upset that you can't lose limbs or anything in industrial accidents.
Nope, sorry. There's no child.
Can you
There's no
collect-
child labor minigame in this, unfortunately.
If you mess it up enough, can you collect workman's comp? Like, is there a set time so that you can screw it up?
That'd actually be pretty interesting. I mean,
That would
but
be.
It would be a different concept. It would be a good concept, I think.
Can you join a union or something, maybe? Or union bust, even?
I don't know. I think the only union that would. I think this is like the only company that actually exists.
Yeah, because secretly we are technically working for the evil corporation.
Oh, spoilers, by the way. Unless
No.
that's already
Not
revealed.
by this point in the game.
No, not
Okay.
by this point. Yeah. Trust me, this is way into the whole. We actually own a factory owned by the evil dudes.
And we've also found out that the evil dudes aren't actually the evil dudes, or not the final evil dudes, because there's this one evil.
Well, it's a JRPG. Of course, the evil dude is not the actual evil dude, but just an auxiliary evil dude to the true
Oh.
evil dude, who might not be the evil dude anyway, but another evil dude after that.
Yeah, it takes
Okay,
after
but-
Final Fantasy VII, kind of like that.
Yeah.
Kalon, don't say anything. You've seen the videos out of order.
Shush.
No, I'm
He's
telling
he's
Jenner
traveling back in
about.
time.
I'm telling Jenner about one character we've definitely seen already, like even in the thread. Okay, the main, like the president of this company is a purple dinosaur with a blonde Hitler mustache.
That's.
This is true.
He sounds so charismatic. I would vote for him.
And he leers at his hot assistant.
Yeah, that seems like a pretty okay.
Who looks like a pink elf. And she has targets on her tits.
That's
It's
amazing.
crazy.
That's not sexualized at all.
No, it's not. Obviously not.
Like, literal, her bra is concentric circles. It's crazy.
Can you change it or no? She doesn't become a
No,
party member?
because it's
always-
No,
it's
you
a
can change
villain.
the player characters' outfits, but they are not player characters.
Ow.
Remember PlayStation 1 RPGs where you just look the same all the time?
Yeah, well, there's no real armor in this game. Like, they don't have, like, an armor system.
Yeah, I pointed it out in the thread that each outfit has slightly different armor, in that, like, you've got 6 points and 7 points and 8 points of armor on different outfits, but the actual defense stat is like 300.
Oh, wow.
So, it doesn't really matter, yeah. So, you can just wear what you want.
Yeah. So
I see.
outfits are just there for dress up, feeling pretty.
I
No,
approve
okay.
of that, I guess. I don't know. I've always hated how you get stuck wearing some god-awful thing that looks stupid because it's got the best stats.
I don't know, if I figure
Yep.
it has...
Yeah, but in this case, they all have like replaceable stats, so you can wear what you want.
There you go. I like that. I approve.
You don't need to wear some awful purple uniform.
Yeah, or whatever. I'm
Not
looking
unless
at
you get off on that.
Skyrim.
See, here's the thing I said in the Skyrim thread. If it gives me a times 30 backstab damage bonus, I will wear whatever the hell you want me to wear.
There's this suit of fur armor that makes men go around shirtless, and I spent the greater part of my time playing Skyrim just going around reverse pickpocketing people with legendary sets of that, so everybody's walking around shirtless now, and it's pretty great.
Actually, if you just get enough pickpocket, you can steal the shirts off their backs, and that'll work
It's not
too.
the same. It's not the same. Because they got like the spur hanging over their shoulder. It's not worth it.
They don't look nearly fabulous enough.
Yes, exactly.
There was one time this one guard said that if he caught my hand in his pocket, he would cut it off. So my response was to steal his armor, thus stealing his pockets, and then steal all of his swords and knives, and then I threw them in a river.
I think the one thing I miss from Fallout 3 that I can't do in Skyrim is reverse pickpocketing mines and people with piss me off.
Yeah, that is the thing.
But
that
you
is
can reverse-
fun.
Like, you can reverse pickpocket poisons into them, but they don't instantly blow up when you walk away.
Yeah, it's not the same thing. You can't be a cool guy, don't look at explosions.
Yeah. Speaking of which, no Skyrim thread has ever been finished. So no Skyrim LP has ever seen its way to the end. Have fun with that.
That's the problem with sandbox RPGs. They're humongous.
Well, not just sandbox RPGs in general, but specifically like Bethesda's
Yeah.
stuff.
I'm amazed that there's actually a finished LP of Morrowind and Fallout 3, let
That's
alone
true.
any of them.
Have you watched that one guy who's just sort of made a weird odyssey through Bethesda
Yeah.
titles?
Yeah,
that's
Yeah,
what
that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, him.
And, like, the only two he really finished were Morrowind and Fallout 3, and those are both archived now.
Yeah.
I saw he changed his
Now he's doing an Oblivion LP.
again.
Your level of inefficiency is just driving me up the wall. Can you double down? Like, can you go off the same power source, or do you have to go? Like, can you branch off of that same plug and get it in there? Or do you have to have a new plug for every one of these things?
New plug for every single one.
That is fucking stupid.
And it does not
Yep.
do diagonals.
Yup.
So that's why I do
I'm
it
not
like
even
that.
OCD, and my apologies to any OCD person who has been watching this, because I'm not. But oh my god, sympathy at this point.
Out of 600 and some odd people in the most recent one, I'm sure there's at least one OCD person.
At least.
It's like, what exactly are you doing here? Forgive me
He's
for actually
making
talking
stuff.
about the game.
He's making swords!
Tearing pieces apart, and
Oh
What?
god, oh no.
What did you do?
the factory has exploded. People
What
have
did
died.
you do?
Failure.
What did
Okay,
you
but
do
seriously,
about
it doesn't even remove the pieces from my inventory.
Oh, no punishment whatsoever.
Yeah,
for
there's
this industrial
no punishment
accident.
aside from the fact that you have wasted your time.
Yeah, I just... one extra space, unfortunately.
You didn't count right. You're a failure at math.
Or actually one fewer space, which is even tougher because the bank of Electra... Yeah, because it's got that bank of batteries in the corner there, and I have to go around that so I can snake that thing in and actually put it onto the... Yeah, this is kind of a problem here. It's a little too far back.
Use the other one, this green one over here.
Yeah,
Oh, this is pre-recorded. Never mind.
There's
I'm pointing at the screen and being an idiot, so forgive me. I'm
this
dumb.
one right there, Bob.
It's all about rearranging the tiles.
Fucking Tetris shit in here, but not really.
Close enough. Well, actually, it's a little more like the pipe game.
A little, yeah.
The man who invented Tetris died penniless because he was a
He's
communist
not,
and...
I don't think he was. He is dead. I think he's still alive. Didn't they have
Oh.
a thing where they talked to him on G4 back when that was a channel worth watching?
Well, I don't know, but either way, he didn't make any money off of Tetris because, you know, he was a communist and thus all the money he made belonged to the government.
My theory is that Tetris did more to destroy the Soviet Union than, you know, Khrushchev ever did. But that's history lesson for...
Have you seen the history of the Soviet Union as told through the Tetris song?
I have. That's a good video.
That's an amazing video. I love that video so much.
Success!
Everyone should watch that video now.
At the designated shop. So just making this stuff doesn't give it to you.
You do get a free
Nope.
sample, but if you
Oh.
want more, you gotta buy it.
Something really hot. So can we put Target boobs in there?
Unfortunately, it means something that will physically burn your hands by holding it in.
Oh.
Well, that doesn't exclude target boob. Who knows what's
This is
under those
true.
target boobs?
Maybe she's a fire elemental and I've just been mistakenly calling her an elf the entire time.
Exactly.
That sure is
So-
a thing. You guys
That
have
sure
chaos.
is a theory.
Chaos inducing whopper, and now I want a hamburger.
I do, but I don't want a shitty hamburger, so I wouldn't go to Burger King for it.
No, I actually went to Five Guys today. It was pretty tasty.
Oh, okay, Five Guys. Excellent. There you go.
They
Perfect.
make good burgers, good fries.
Don't-
good stuff.
They don't ever eat at Burger King because Burger King is garbage. We don't have a Five Guys here, and it makes me sad.
Well, we have a Five Guys. And they put sacks of potatoes in the window.
Yep. And they have bulk peanuts just kind of sitting there. It's pretty great.
I went to this burger place today, actually, so...
I want
It's a shame you can't
potato
drive
stuff
over that
in it.
bridge, Kalon.
Seriously, you and that bridge. So, I have to, like, if people have been making fun of him in that bridge this entire... I just want you guys to know that bridge is actually seriously scary. It's not...
It is seriously
it's,
scary.
It's not fun. It's not a fun bridge to drive over.
I'm gonna try and get over my fear of it by January so I can go to MAG.
Oh, Jesus, you should go to MagFest. It's fucking fun. Everybody should go to MagFest and hang out with me at MagFest.
Everyone, go hang out with Jenner, who none of you have ever seen, so you will
Yep.
not recognize.
Oh, I've seen her. I know what she looks like.
She
Yeah, but
looks
the
ugly,
general
spoiler.
internet may be listening in here, so just, you know, might not want to invite everybody along
Oh,
for the ride.
come internet, stalk me. No, don't do that. That would be bad.
General internet orgy is what's
No,
happening.
not quite. Don't be inviting people to things that I'm not inviting people to. Whoa.
Invite yourselves, everyone.
Dude, if you want to have an orgy, I will not stop you.
But she will also not join you.
This is true. That's a factual thing.
She may, however, bring a camera and monetize it.
It's true.
I don't know how much money she'd be able to make off of that. We're all goons, let's be honest.
This is true.
It's the internet. People will watch.
Yeah.
If LP videos have told me anything, it is in fact that people will watch anything.
PewDiePie.
In fact, that's the
God.
guiding principle of this very video.
God.
So we are
Okay,
ones
what
to
is
talk.
the singular most terrible LP you've ever seen?
Oh gosh.
Well, I saw a PewDiePie highlights video at one point, so I should disqualify myself.
No, because, like, that doesn't count. The most horrible LP I have ever set an entire way through was... I don't even remember who did it, but it was some guy who, did I Wanna Be the Guy, but he was absolutely horrible at it, to the point where he actually got Retsuprayed at some point. And I recognized his video.
I think those rage plays where people just like get mad and like freak out the video game are not fun. Like, I don't think that they're funny at all.
There's one that my roommate and his ex used to watch all the time, Skyrim for Pimps, which is fucking awful. It's
got a
good
great
idea.
title. I'll say
It's
that.
a good idea. They're little short 5-minute videos, and there are some lines which are funny, which make me laugh, but most of the time it's just so bad. It's a combination of PewDiePie and everything that's ever been Retsuprayed. I don't know how something can be simultaneously good and awful, but this is it.
So they have like a camcorder pointed at their faces and at the screen?
Not quite that awful, but awful in terms of they shriek. I guess is the biggest issue for me. They just are
God.
loud and obnoxious, and half of their jokes are really off color. Rape.
Rape is never funny.
Rape is never funny.
Except in our D&D campaigns, and only because I'm saying them, and I think that gives me a pass at some point. I don't know.
I think the worst kind of jokes are actually the misogynistic ones where it goes, oh, well, I'm a woman, so it's okay. Or the racist ones where it's, oh, I'm black, or I have black friends. Ugh, it's so bad.
I married a Muslim guy, so I can make all the racist jokes I want. God.
I don't know. People use that to get away with making racist or misogynistic jokes. That's terrible. Terrible people.
What's that phrase people love to use? Like, I'm not racist, but...
Yeah, one of the things I've heard is anytime you say but, it immediately disqualifies you. It immediately disqualifies
not
whatever you're gonna say.
anytime, but you have to have it completely unrelated to any sort of racism. It's like, I'm not racist, but a unnamed swallow can fly at about 5 miles per hour.
Yeah, anytime but is a reason. Or
Yeah.
I'm not racist, but New Coke was a terrible idea.
See, Jenner gets it.
Well, that just makes you question, so how did the demographics for that work?
Crystal Pepsi actually tasted good.
But only if you're black.
Whoa!
Whoa, Owen! Whoa!
I have no idea, just...
I gotta go from this conversation now. I can't be part of it.
Now I'm curious to look up the demographics for New Code.
Stop.
Yeah, see what you did, Jenner?
Oh god. I have created a hellmouth of internet investigationism. I apologize. There was, what was it, a talk about incredibly racist commercials? Hey, that pipe is, there you go.
Yeah, thanks. That irritated me, if it helps.
Hey, the past, just so you know.
Past Bobbin, by the way.
Part of the reason it irritated me, just FYI, is because the button to place something and the button to move something or change its direction are two different buttons.
Ah.
Which is dumb and stupid.
I have to go all the way back out to the menu to use it. Switch buttons.
I don't know. L1 R. Oh, right, because you placed it down first, and then you can just
Right,
like that.
Right, I cannot pick up a piece while I am placing pieces. That is not allowed.
It's against the law. There is some OSHA law.
It's against the engineering. Yeah, no, it's like the engineering.
No, that would be a
engineers
union law,
laws.
actually.
Yeah, exactly. Damn it, Bobbin.
People who place items are not allowed to move them afterwards.
Oh god, I remember when I was working at Target, and Target is extremely anti-union, and like, they even called us at some point because they're like this survey guys going around trying to get us to talk into joining a union or something, and they made like the stupidest fucking video about how unions are horrible and will destroy like our very way of Target life. It's like God,
Target life kind of destroys your very way of Target life. Target is not exactly the best place to work.
No, it's not, especially when they fire you on Catch-22s.
Man, I got fired on Catch-22 at a fucking grocery store. It was shitty.
This is an EN thread in the making, so let's talk about the characters in this game. So tell me about the characters in this game.
Well, one of them is Luke Skywalker, only
Okay.
Luke Skywalker as a Super Saiyan. Aw,
Oh.
damn it.
Shit. Oh god, he's just doing it to Super Saiyan.
They're just like, no, fuck
let's-
it, I'm not even gonna fix it.
Let's see,
I'm gonna just place the rest of these power cores.
who did we agree the dog was?
Either partly Jet Black and partly, Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop.
So like Cowboy Bebop the dog.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. He's big and he's got the missing arm like Jet, but
He's basically got Spike's backstory.
Okay.
yeah, and his friend is also
Wait,
part
he fell
Spike
in love
and part
with a
vicious.
woman who was a whore, who was somebody else's woman, who is then dead but not dead, and it's been a while since I watched Bebop. It's a good anime.
It's been a while since I watched Bebop too. I meant to rewatch it because it's like the only anime I can stand anymore, but...
The woman he fell in love with was just a passerby who nursed him back to health after he almost got killed during a mission.
Gun of the Righteous!
No,
Sorry,
it's a
I
gun of
just-
righteousness, so it doesn't really quantitate how righteous, just that it is.
It is the gun of the righteous because it's the gun of righteousness. Therefore, you must be righteous to use it.
If
Are
A
we-
equals B and B equals C,
Yeah, see? Math. Math actually solves this. Math is useful for something in a video game.
With all the times you were saying righteous, all I could think of was Bill and Ted.
Yeah, Bill and Ted's a pretty good movie.
doodle-doo.
I miss
I've
George
not
Carlin.
seen Bill and Ted in years. I forget everything about Bill and Ted except for the board games against death. And that was Bogus Journey, not Excellent Adventure.
Well, the thing I remember is when they realized they had a time machine, and that means they could prep the battlefield earlier and have everything that they needed at any given moment when they needed it.
Yeah, it was, no, I saw that in history class.
They showed
High
you Bill
school
and Ted
history,
in history.
we watched fucking Bill
What?
and Ted, yeah. Yep,
Wow.
that was... We would watch movies every Friday because the teacher's old and he didn't give a shit anymore.
Best kind of teacher. I will
So-
stand by that statement.
You get
Yeah.
some really good teachers who are old and don't give a crap anymore, but sometimes you get the really, really bad ones too.
Oh, my favorite teacher was old and didn't give a crap anymore. She was an old Trinidadian woman, and she was my favorite teacher in all of high school, and I've been meaning to go see her again.
My high school was like demolished. I don't even know where the teachers of my old high school went. So if the teachers of my old high school are listening to this, hi.
Be one
I'm
hell of
doing
a
fine.
coincidence.
Hello, nice to see you again.
Hello, teacher goons. If you're watching this at work, what the hell is wrong with you?
Someday I want to catch someone.
But
doing
also,
something
thank
on the
you, by the way.
forums.
Just
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
Thanks for the views. I've actually never met anyone.
always glad to have an audience.
Subscribe, etc.
Oh no, we don't. Not making that mistake twice.
I've never met anyone that uses these forums that isn't like internet.
Yeah, true.
Oh, I finally finished The Name of the Wind like 10 minutes before we started doing this.
That's a good fucking book. Everyone should read that fucking series. King Killer.
Oh no, not
Chronicles
Name of the Wind. Wise Man's Fear. I finished Name of the Wind
I
like
know
a
what you
while ago.
Yeah, no, everyone should read that fucking series.
It's good, but it wasn't as good as Name of the Wind.
I actually enjoy parts of Wise Man's Fear better.
Yeah, overall, Name of the Wind is better, but like there are parts of Wise Man's Fear where
But the thing
it
with
just
Riley,
blows
yeah,
Name of the Wind out of the water.
with Wise Man's Fear,
Ha ha ha,
it's-
blows. Sorry.
Well, I've counted 2 of these lines. Surely the third one has the same number as the other 2. Ha 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 ha. Foreshadowing.
Oh.
with Wise Man's Fear, it had to set up a lot of shit for the third book, so I felt that it was a little half done just because it's one half of the.
It's it's over 1,000 pages and it is still not long enough.
Yeah, I could read that book over and over again. I love that series, man. I have them both in hardcover, and I'm gonna buy the third one in hardcover. I don't care.
I'm not gonna buy the
$50,
third
but
one
it's
in
worth it.
hardcover, but I'll probably read it in hardcover at some point. Cause holy shit, this series is amazing.
Go to your public library.
Yep,
Like,
library
I already
for
waited
it.
2 years for the third book. I'm not waiting another one for fucking paperback.
I can't help but realizing with the spoiler that these moments that I'm spending in my life watching you about to fuck this up are moments I will never get back.
Precious moments.
These precious couple of
Precious
seconds
moments.
that this is going to take.
Something seems wrong.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
This time I saw it coming.
You didn't count right.
Perhaps I should count out all 3 lines instead of just the first 2 and making assumptions about the third. Damn.
That time it wasn't quite as
Painful.
yeah, it wasn't quite as cinematic as the other time it failed. That one sort of had giant red glowy lights and failure appearing on the screen. I was just like, I can't do emergency stuff, whatever.
Well, if it helps, I probably had to press a giant red button to make an emergency stop. You know how it is.
Yeah.
I think the red button is the thing that blows things up. That is the universal understanding of red button.
Well, yes.
Well, not in factories.
Yeah,
In factories, the
big
giant red
stops
button is the everything needs to stop now button.
Ah.
everything. Same with chemistry labs. They'll have a giant red button somewhere.
Yep.
Haha! I have gotten the 9th
Made
rare item.
Robot
Oh!
Betty.
A Jetsons reference!
Yay.
What the fuck? Seriously? Even Jetsons now? What the shit is wrong with this game?
Some kind of crystal. Can that be meth?
Unfortunately,
It
I
could be.
do not believe you are able to smoke any crystals in this game. However, you can feed them to insects, and they will grow in power when you do so.
So it's meth. It's definitely meth. It's fantasy.
It's bug meth.
Bug meth. Bug whiz.
Bug meth.
He's
Bug
not even
whiz.
in this chat. We can't be
Bug meth or bug
referencing
whiz.
things that other people will not get.
That's all we've been doing, really.
Oh, okay.
Well, I didn't get all the book chat because I'm not sure what series you're talking about.
Yeah, me either.
Wait, really, Bobbin? You have not read that series?
What series?
King Killer Chronicles.
Nope.
It's fucking
What?
awesome.
It's amazing if you like fantasy, epic fantasy books.
Damn it, again.
That one was not an L-shaped tube. That was an I-shape. Oh wait, you want it? Oh, I see what you're doing.
Yeah, it was oriented the wrong way again.
Well done.
The champion had
A
orient.
plus. Factory.
10 out of 10 would orient again.
Well, at least I orient the Foundry bits the right way, because those actually have a proper direction.
I got Age of Empires 2 HD. Pretty good. It's a good classic.
Mm.
If you've ever played any Age of Empires 2, it's worth it to get the HD.
Nah.
I haven't played
I
it
don't
in
think-
years.
I don't think I've ever played Age of Empires.
Well, the original one doesn't run on modern computers, so I
Okay.
Well, not without some finagling.
No, I mean, it does, like, the online LAN, anything doesn't work at all. So if you're trying to use it as a party game, you're out of luck.
Yeah.
Well, you don't need to be online to play a game, Xbox. So
Xbox
Seriously,
One.
fucks the X-Bone.
Always on, always online.
and you can't turn the Kinect off, which just means I'm gonna sit around naked playing it because, you know, that's what it wants anyway. I'll give you what you want, you filthy whore. That would be me, actually, the whore.
Or
playing
everyone
for
could just get
Xbox
PCs.
naked.
Yeah, PC supremacy!
PC supremacy.
I'm playing this on a PC, haha!
Ah,
Although the reason I have this game is because I also have a PS2, so...
I'm just gonna stick with my fucking PS3 forever.
yeah, PS3 is pretty tops. I mean, there's a couple games on the PS4 that I want, but
I'm too poor to want to pay
Yeah,
attention to anything involving anything about the next generation of games.
unless Last Guardian only comes out on PS4, then fuck, I'm gonna have to buy a PS4. So,
Well, the reason
fuck
I'm
Last
interested in the new generation of consoles is that it means that developers will finally start building some decent games for the PC again. You know something interesting about The Witcher 2? It was built for PC first, and they had to retrofit the hell out of it to fit it onto one of the old Xboxes.
Boxing.
Witcher is awesome. Witcher is a good series of games.
I can't get the first Witcher to work properly on my Steam. I'm very sad about that.
You have everything! Oh my gosh.
You
We're
took
done.
Yes.
Oh my
We
gosh.
don't need to be here anymore.
I have finished literally everything that there is to do in the factory. They just have a couple more things to do. Because you see, I have finished a portion of the game, one of the mini-games for the game. And that means I have been given awards.
Let's go pick those up. I hope that they're like medals that you can like pin to your chest and shit. The factory.
Even better.
Oh my.
In a sense, they are.
Well, first of all of the rare items of the game, all 9 of them, can be found in the captain's quarters here. Like you can see a bunch of them here on the wall there.
Is that the Holy Grail?
Like the necklace, the cup, the sword, the
Giant glowy sphere.
tusks, a heart, a book, and Mrs. Robo. How do you do, Mrs. Robo? Yes, it is good to do laundry, Mrs. Robo.
I'm sorry, all I can imagine is just the Daleks screaming that.
Clean up,
Clean
do
up.
laundry!
Do laundry! Do laundry! I mean, they already asked me if I would like some tea once, so...
Yeah, here's the special items folder here.
Mm.
Got the rare items on the left, key pieces on the right, and Dragellum plot coupons along the bottom.
Steve. Steve, can you name these characters? Did you name him Steve, or did he come?
Nope, he comes with the name Steve.
He comes with the name Steve. There's also a guy who's named Simon.
Okay.
I know, and you get them at the same time, and they have such generic names and samey names that I was very confused for a very long time about which was which.
And it's still pretty easy to get confused by him.
That's why I resorted to calling Steve Slagathor for a little while.
Slagathor?
Yeah,
It's a robot.
Scrubs reference.
Slagathor does not really fit a robot,
We're not on the wrong path, are we?
does it?
I don't know.
An alien robot, certainly.
Oh, wow.
Oh, she's anime as fuck.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Jesus.
she is definitely anime as fuck.
Yes.
Is she like a young child character who is inexplicably like in love with you? Because if so, we've reached.
No,
Pinnacle
she's
anime.
No,
inexplicably...
she is the teenage idol character.
Okay.
She's the teenage idol in love with a dead boy who's living inside of the robot's subconscious.
Except that the boy died to save the robot from being deleted. Also, we completed rare items and the factory.
And yet she's so happy about like her life. Like look at how happy she is that the love of her life is dead. And yet she's
She doesn't know, I don't
she's
think.
anime happy. You should let her know. Is that an option?
He wasn't necessarily the love of her life, because they were both like, I don't know, 10 or 12
With how these games work, like
when the kid
Yeah,
died.
it's anime love of her life. Come on,
Yeah.
let's be honest.
They swore to marry when they were just in kindergarten. Yes.
Now, this is level 5, correct?
Aww, that's right. We have to get rid of the hand-knit sweater.
Well, just to show this new,
I know.
just to show the new outfits off.
P.S. Jenner, there's that Simon guy. He has the most amazing sweater as an alternate costume.
Yeah, it's just a shame you don't get to see it because I'm showing this new one off, and it's kind of weird. He's got a giant O on his chest.
He's Iron Man. That's what it is. It's Iron Man armor.
I don't know. I think he's
Iron
trying to
Man
look
Mark
like...
708.
I think he's trying to look like a portal core, to be completely honest.
Well, this game does predate both of those things.
Huh.
You're
In
telling me
terms of
predates
the Iron
comic.
Man movie, I mean.
Okay. Good save there, Bob. I want to have to take away your nerd cred.
Just needed to let me finish there. Speaking of finished, guess what this video is?